Hello and welcome to episode 11 of my playthrough of All the Mods 7 to the Sky. We're back down here in the basement looking at a little AE system, and you may notice that between last episode and this, things are looking a little bit different. And that's because I spent some time kind of figuring out how channels work, since that's kind of where I got confused in the previous episode. Sorry, there's like construction and stuff going on outside. So if you guys hear that, I do apologize. But I spent some time figuring out channels and kind of understanding how they work, and I couldn't figure it out until I made these two types of cables, right, to make understanding this stuff a bit easier. So we have two different types. We have Fluix ME smart cables, right, which are pretty much just made by covering some of the glass cable in wool and then adding some redstone and glowstone to it, and that makes it a smart cable. And then we have the dense version of that, which is pretty much just taking that previous cable, this one here, the Fluix covered cable, and doing a 4x4 craft to make them dense, and then the dense cable then gets turned into smart cable, right? Real easy, but these guys here have the unique ability of, if you see here, looking at this one, they have different lights that show up, and that shows you how many channels are being used per cable, which is really handy when you're trying to figure this stuff out, and you don't actually know what's going on. So we figured it out here. You can actually see it on the tooltip there on the top left of my screen there. You can see here that the dense cable going into the ME controller is at 11 of 32 channels. And then this one here is at 7 of 8. And I've the kind of understands now how channels work, right? So cables are only capable of transferring so many channels per one. And pretty much, yeah. What am I saying? So these ones, little ones here, are only capable of transferring 8 cables per one of them, right? 8 channels per one of these. And the dense cables can carry, what's that? Well, 4 times more, right? So 32. But the difference is that these big cables can't actually be connected to machines. So you do need to step down whenever you want to connect it to like your drives or your pattern providers and things. So the issue that we're having with our furnace in the previous episode is that we ran out of channels on these cables, right? You can see here that this cable here is using 1 because it's only connected to the pattern provider. And then this cable here that's traveling back from these two has 2 channels, right? Because it has the processor, the crafting processor, and the pattern provider. So that was what was happening. Instead of that, we had, must have been like 9 channels connected through this one cable going up. Or probably even more going back towards the ME controller. So we have to change around some things. But everything is working now. I have the cables now to make myself kind of understand how things are working, which means now we have it. I did the maths before. I think it's 192 channels capable per controller, right? Because it's 32 times 6 per side. So we have quite a lot of channels that we're allowed to use. Other thing I did is that I expanded our little molecular assembler array here by adding on pretty much on top of and then doing this quick design here. Because now each one of these, at minimum, has access to 2 different assemblers. So it can do like very easy parallel crafting. So things should be crafted up pretty quickly. If we now look here and look at things that take like a lot of steps to craft, like, I don't know, like a hopper. If I was to say I want 10 of them, you should see that these pop in here really, really quickly, which is nice for us. Since each pattern provider, right, our hopper pattern provider can now attached to 2 different assemblers, so it can do 2 of them at once, which is really nice. So if we want to expand this, we're also just going to continue kind of this, I guess, design, so that we have more options, I guess, for our pattern providers to go to. But hey, that's all working now. We've upgraded some stuff. Things work, which is kind of handy. So now we actually have access to, if we look in here, our emerald furnace for smelting stuff up, and a little bit more space for auto crafting, which makes my life really, really easy. And I think we have everything now here pretty much available to us just to auto craft now if I want it, like any sort of processor. Right, like I should just be able to request any of these and it just works. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure all of these just work. The only issue now is that I don't have enough crafting CPUs to do like multiple crafts at a time, but hey, you know what? It's working. And now we can actually probably, do I have those already in here? If we go, we should probably make these guys auto recipes so that if we ever do need to expand, we can. So let's do that real quick, because we need to do crafting unit. It needs to learn how to make. It should know how to make everything else inside of that, because I taught it how to do the ME glass cables all the way up until dense and smart, I think. I don't remember, but that's fine. We need to teach it crafting pattern, crafting coprocessor, and then it needs to be the storages, which we haven't taught storages, I don't think, because we have to go like step up through all of the levels. Yeah, see, we don't have 1K or 4K. I guess now actually it would be really easy for us to get to the 16K or even 64. Let's make some more assemblies, okay? Let's do this. Let's go more molecular. Oh, I haven't taught it how to make molecular. Let's teach it how to make that. Bang. It knows how to make everything else in there. So I can throw that there. And now I can say, make me another 3 of these. And that means I'm going to need another 3 pattern providers. And then we can quickly expand this contraption here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go opposites like that. So now each of these now have access to more assemblers than what they had previously. So now if we look at this guy, this now has access to 1, 2, 3, 4 assemblers, which is kind of awesome if you ask me. So everything should be sped up. The only issue with these guys is I did put acceleration upgrades into these front ones, so these back ones aren't going to have it, but we can do that again really quickly, because if I just go here, acceleration cards, I've got 3, each one takes 5, so let's go 2, bang, and then I need another 10 of them for the last 2, so these should craft up hopefully really quickly. It's just got to wait on Fluix crystals, which are taking their time in here, but we can't really do much about this, unfortunately. This is just going to have to take all the time it can, because I'm pretty sure that's as fast as we can make it. I don't know that we can do much else to make that any faster, but I can now put speed upgrades into these bad boys. Cool. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, the 1K parts. At AE2 storage AGG. There we go. I need to teach it 1K, 4K, 16. We may as well teach it all of it. It's not going to hurt. We have the space for it. 1K, bang. It knows how to make everything in there. We have access to redstone. We know how to make Certus quartz and stuff. Cool. 4K, we can teach it as well. 16, and it knows how to make everything. 64. You're just expensive, but we may as well teach it. And we can get all the way... Ooh, Skystone Dust. Yeah, no, we have access to all of this. Cool. And then all of these can go into the molecular assembly. I'm going to do these in actual order so that it makes somewhat some sense to 16, 64, 256. So I should technically now just be able to go 64K. Now the issue with this one is I might not have... Well, I don't have enough sand, and I probably don't have, oh no, yeah, no, like just enough crafting memory to be able to do it. But we don't need any of that yet. What I should probably teach this thing how to do now, though, since we have access to cobblestone, and we have all this auto crafting and stuff, is we should probably make some more Mekanism machines and then start adding in some auto crafting from Mekanism to make my life easier. Does that sound like a plan? Is that what we want to do today? And just get some more Mekanism going? I think, yeah, that's what we want to do, right? Because eventually I want to replace all of this stuff with a Mekanism one so that we're actually doubling all of our ore. Not that it's really necessary. I mean, I've spent a lot of time AFKing, so we have a lot of stuff just sitting there, but we may as well keep pushing along. So what am I going to need? We're going to have to do a bunch of Mekanism things. How many channels do we have left on here? 14. I'm going to leave this line here, I think, to be like my normal stuff. And then what I might do is I might pull off another line to go through here for all my Mekanism crafting stuff. So I'm just going to go dense cables coming off of this one. Right, like that. And I want them separated because otherwise they'll connect. Cool. So that's what I want to do. Let's go along here. And that's probably, well, let's line it up properly here. Let's go like that. So we should be able to then to pull off down one of these cables, and then I have access to 8 machines I'll be able to run off of this one. And I'll just do it like this running backwards, I think will be the easiest way of doing that. Alright, so we want to do Mekanism water crafting. So I need a metallurgic infuser. Metal. I don't know how to spell that, so infuser. One of these bad boys. We don't know how to make furnaces, so let's teach this how to make a furnace. Bang. Just that. Substitutes. I want to make sure that I always have the substitutes turned on as well, so in case we do have random, what's the word? Stones and things, we can actually use them up. So now I should be able to make the infuser. Bang. Control click. That'll craft up the furnace that I need. And then I can make one of these. I'm actually probably going to need like multiple of these things, now that I think of it. That will actually be quite annoying, right? Because this can use separate things. Interesting. Maybe not. Maybe I can teach it how to do it differently. Depends on how smart this is. I know in my previous time I played with this stuff, I actually used separate infusers. Yeah, okay, let's not do the infusers there. The infusers are going to have to go somewhere else. But we are going to need these to be able to make... Oh, this is going to be annoying. Now that I think of it. Okay, so we're going to need that. I'm going to need at least another 2 of them, actually, now that I think of it. 2. Control click, start. Another one of you. I'm going to need 3 of these, so I may as well just have them pre-placed. So now that takes up 3 channels of my 8, right? So we've got to keep an eye on that as we go. So let's then get some... Oh, you're actually going to need to move, aren't you? Because I also need to attach interfaces to this. So let's push you to there. Bang. Alright, and the cable can kind of stay where it is because that doesn't really matter. Gonna need to make myself some interfaces, which are these blocks. I'm gonna teach the system how to make this because we'll end up using them quite a lot, seeing as we're playing with applied logistics. Did I do it with interface? I think I did it with interfaces. I think that's how I did it in my previous world. That's how I'm gonna do it now, at least. I think an interface is probably gonna be the easiest way. And then what I'm actually gonna do is teach you how to make the block version of an interface as well, because that's probably what I'm going to want to use over the block version. So I want that. I'm going to want 3 interfaces, so let's request up 3 of you. That was nice and quick. I'm also going to want some pattern providers. I'm going to want 3 of you to start with. I'm going to start automating some of this junk. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to go pattern providers over the top. And then I need to go to cables connected to the back of these. That's going to connect up to the system, and then cables connected into those. We can see there, that's now 6 channels already used up through this. Though we do have an extra 32 that we can use. So this one cable here is going to get used up pretty rapidly, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Okay, so all these are now connected. Now what I want to do is I probably want to make the other mechanism thing, which is called a... what's it called? Mechanism. What's it called? Not smeltering. Enrichment Chamber is what I want to make. But I need steel to make this, don't I? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to steal some coal. Going to dump some coal into this first one. I'm going to teach this one how to make steel. So let's do that. So let's go steel. Right, and then we're going to go through the list of how to get ourselves to steel, right? So it comes from steel, rather from enriched iron. So the carbon and iron makes enriched iron. I don't need it to know either. Actually, do we have applied mechanistics? Chemical P2P. We totally do. I don't know how this works though. I know this lets us deal with chemicals and stuff. I'm gonna look that up between episodes, but I thought there was a way that you could do enrichment chambers really easy with it. But I'm not gonna do that this way. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go iron into enriched iron. Bang. The enriched iron, if I go here, right click, turns into turns into steel dust. Right, I'm gonna get rid of those. So that makes that, and then it needs to know how to make the steel itself. Right, if I go right click in a furnace, bang. Cool, and then that piece there, which is the furnace pattern, goes into, rather the ingot pattern goes into the smelter, or the furnace, or whatever you want to call it. And the other two go into there. So now I should be able to request up steel. And let's say I want 20 of it. Oh, this needs power. Ah, right. Right. How do I get power to this? Damn, because I'm using the top. The power really needs to go in the bottom, doesn't it? I'm going to need to get rid of this. And I'm going to need some cables, some energy cables to get it over here. How many do I have? Apparently there's none in my backpack. I definitely haven't used them all. I don't know where what are these called? They're called energy pipes. PIP. Oh no, there's 31 of them. That's what I need. I don't think that's going to be enough to get it over there, just quietly. Where else can I run it from? Let's get rid of this charger. Oh, okay, I didn't actually mean to throw it into the void. But with that charger, I'm just going to run it underneath the world. Oh, this is going to be sketchy as. Because I need to get power over to these machines, and I didn't think of that. It would be a really good idea, would be a jetpack right about now. Because I don't know that I can run this cable really easily. I'm just going to do it really ugly for now. Because I'd rather just get this working. Alright, and at least this way I'm not going to fall into the void. Alright, fine, that'll work. And then this thing will do its thing. Cool. Let's make an enrichment chamber. Enrichment chamber. We know how to make all of this now, so I can actually teach this how to make the steel casing. And that'll request up everything, right? So now I can just go here, control click. Once the steel's finished, what I can probably just do is cancel it, can't I? And I also need to do the side configs for all this junk here. Auto eject on, we need to clear the config. It's going to be input output through the top, and then through the back is going to be the extra. That's what I need to do. And we need every single one of these to be the exact same settings, right? So we may as well do that while we're here. So clear, input output, yellow extra on the back. Cool, and then same with you. I'm going to go bang, right click, yellow extra, left click a bunch of times, auto eject on. Cool. All these are set up the same, right? Well, you're taking a very long time, but I can't really do much about that until we get some more automation going. That's what I like about Skyblocks, at least, is that we can get into this sort of stuff like really, really quickly. It's just going to take forever to make this steel that I want. So what I might do is I just cancel it, and that'll keep doing its thing, right? It'll just keep pulling through that. What I'll do is I'm just going to pull out the iron that's already there, just because I don't care. I'm going to go here, control click to make up the steel casing, because then at least this way it'll just do what I need it to do. Right, it'll do the 4 enriched iron, and then it go into the into steel dust, which is actually what it's doing now, and then the steel dust should just go straight into the furnace. We should see that pop up in here. There we go. Nice. It just needs one more piece, And the steel casing will be done. Hopefully. In a second. I'm waiting for this to turn over. Come on now. Take your time. There we go. Just had that stop. There we go. There's our steel casing. I can now make an enrichment chamber. Beautiful. The enrichment chamber can just go... let's just put it there. And then I need another pattern provider. Oh, actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in line with this, because then I don't need to do anything funny with the power cables. Alright, because that's going to go there. I now need a pattern provider. I may as well just craft up a bunch of these. Oh, I'm running low on logs. That's not cool. Alright, we're going to have to do some tree chopping down between episodes, I think. Or we can probably set up a farm. Farm's probably not a bad idea. Alright, enrichment chamber. Clear all the sides. You're just going to do input, output through the top, auto eject on. That's fine. Now these machines here all need to know how to make the enriched stuff, right? So enriched carbon, we need to teach you, which is just coal or whatever, turns into enriched carbon. That's going to go into the bang. I'm just going to teach it all these. Redstone you need to learn how to make as well. And the diamond one you need to know to start with. And then we can add in more of these if we need to later on. Alright, cool. Then I can throw these into the enrichment chamber. So yeah, they're going to just go like that. And then with those, I'm going to select one of each of them. Once that finishes. It's going to take a while. I really should add in like another couple CPUs. Like really bad, they should add some extra CPUs in there. I'm going to grab all of these out of there as well. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is, back at this machine, so this is going to be the carbon one. The carbon one is going to have enriched carbon sitting inside of the interface. So now anytime that enriched carbon goes into the system, it's going to get pulled into the interface, and then this machine is going to fill its buffer up with it. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same thing. This one here can be redstone, doesn't really matter which one it is. And the last one can be diamond. Cool. Those ones can all go back into the system. I'm going to queue up a bunch of these once we get to the point where it's actually somewhat feasible. So I'm just going to do one of each of them here. Oh, actually, it's already got some in there. I don't need to do that. But these machines are real slow. We need to do something about that ASAP. Okay, we got some things working now. So that's all that set up. Now, do I want to make these machines faster? Probably. So what I want to do here then is, let's go with, I want to make them, that's a basic tier installer, I think it's called, this thing. So we need to teach the machine, like the system, how to make control circuits then, because we don't know how to do that yet. So that's going to do that. We're just going to get rid of those two. All it needs to know is that Osmium turns into a basic control unit that goes into the redstone machine, which is, I think it's this one. Right, because this is the diamond one. Why are you not auto eject on? Why are you not accepting? All sides to none. This is interesting. Item config. Input, output, extra through the back. Yeah, you totally should be accepting this. Oh, that's right. I don't think I used interfaces last time. I think I used, was it storage buses or export bus? I think it was export buses were the ones that I did it. Oh, do we really not know how to make export buses? Yeah, I think that's what I needed to do, because like the machines can't auto accept for some reason, so I need another 2 of these. Alright, they crafted up real quick at least. I need to pull out this stuff. Whoa, thank you. Grab my Certus Quartz wrench. I'm just going to pull off those bits. Going to go export buses into each of them. And then I need my enriched stuff again. Need one of you. So number 2 is going to be my redstone one. Number 3 is my diamond one. And then this one's going to be my carbon one, right? So now if I put this stuff into the system, they should get automatically pulled out into the machines. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. That works. That works. So now you know how to make processing patterns. Do we know how to make the basic tier installer? I don't think we do. So let's make a basic or TIE. This thing. And then you're going to go in there. And then I'm going to make 3 of you. Actually, no, how many is it? 1, 2, 3. I think it's 4 of them that I want. So 4. No, there's our first 2 at least. So now I can make this machine faster and that machine faster. We're going to have auto sort turned on once we upgrade these machines. Just so that things work faster, hey? And now that this guy has been expanded as well, I should be able to just request a bunch of stuff. Bang, bang. Let's do that. I think we can also pretty much just push ourselves straight to the advanced tier, can't we? ADV. What do you need? You just need advanced control units. Alright, we can teach this stuff. ADV TIE. This one. Okay, we need to learn how to make that. We need to learn how to make advanced control units, which is just a crafting recipe. And then we need to know how to make infused alloy. Alright, cool. So then infused alloy goes into the redstone one. The other 2 are just crafting recipes, so they can just go into this. Bang, bang. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to queue up some enriched redstone. Let's just do 3 of you. Because we're going to use a lot of it for this crafting. We also did a quest apparently. Mekanism. Ooh, basic tier installer. Nice. We're doing lots of things. We're just kind of jumping all over the place, eh? But getting this stuff out of the way earlier is going to be really handy for us. So that when it does come time to like actually needing lots of things, we should be able to just do it. Descending order. What the heck? Why is this? Be stored / craftable. Why are you showing me descending, right? Descending is high to low, is it not? So why is this being sorted weirdly? Oh, it's by number of items. There we go. Things were looking weird. That's what I wanted. Alright, so now we know how to do that. I should just be able to request advanced ones. And let's say I want 5 of them. Or missing logs. Can I do 4 of you? Are we really missing wood? Is that actually like... let's just turn all of these into planks. Just for the time being, right? I want 4 of you. At minimum, we want 4. Alright, and this is going to craft up all the stuff we need. But hey, it's working. Things are happening. That's all well and good. And then obviously we can't do anything else because we only have the 1 CPU. Which is frustrating. So what I might do is actually I might branch off of this and do like 8 CPUs off of 1 cable, so then I'm using up all the channels. I can see that thing, but I can't get to it. That's annoying. I want my interface back. Let's just climb up over. It's like totally like the wrong way of getting around that issue, but if it works, it works. Nice. Alright, my interfaces can go back into the system then. That's really annoying that that didn't work. But these things are all just crafting up. They're going to take their time. I have 1 advanced, which means I can actually just upgrade this thing and make this thing faster. Because obviously the more of this we have going, the better. We may not have enough redstone in this thing, so let's queue up some more enriched stuff. I can't queue it up. Let's go there. Alright, well this is the last one I needed. Let's just queue up like a stack. How are we doing for power, actually? All this stuff is going to be pretty power hungry. We're okay for now. Surprisingly, you're okay for now. Alright, well I guess that means the next thing I want to do is going to do some speed upgrades then, hey? Why not? And we should know how to do all of this, minus the osmium dust, but we can teach that. Let's just do this. Let's go, bang. We know how to make glass, we know how to make that stuff. So let's put that into here. The only thing we don't know is the dust, but we can make the dust with a crusher, which is this machine. I'm gonna go, I can't queue it. What do I need? I need 2 buckets of lava. Do I have any buckets on me? I need 1 more bucket of lava. And... oh, we have no lava in any of these. Okay, let's steal lava from you then. Alright. Surely that's enough of this stuff now. We can cancel that. I want to make a crusher. Let's go control click. That's going to do the first half of it, which is annoying. We really need another CPU like ASAP. I've decided. Not being able to do like these staged crafts, or like 1 click of the button, is annoying. I need multiple CPUs. Because this steel's going to take a while. Let's go auto sort on to make that faster. So the only downside as well of doing it this way is that you actually got to keep an eye on like your levels of stuff in here. But we should be able to make that pretty easily just by keeping a buffer ourselves. It shouldn't be an issue, I don't think, hopefully, so long as we make enough of it. But I need a crusher. That's cool. How many channels do we have left? We have 1 channel left. Okay, so this is going to be the last machine that we fit on this thing then. Where's the front? I think that's the front. I'm going to go clear sides, auto eject on, input output through the top. You need power connected to you. Bang, bang. You have power now. We need to teach it how to make osmium dust. Osmium dust. All I need to teach it is that, and it needs to be a processing. Oh, not going to work. No, that's a silly way of doing this. Hold on. Osmium dust from a crusher. Cool. Need to teach it that. And that can go into there. And now I should just be able to make speed upgrades. I should be able to make... each machine takes up to 8 of them, so long as I make 8 at a time, it's going to be 1 full machine sped up all the way. Except it's going to be really, really slow. But there's 1 speed upgrade. This speed upgrade can go inside of that machine now. Click on upgrades, bang. Faster we can make all our machines, the better. Alright, speed is the name of the game in this. We have 2 more. Bang. Because right now this is going to be our like biggest sticking point. So I may as well throw all of them into the crusher. Now the other thing we're going to do is going to do the energy upgrades, but we need another sort of dust for that, don't we? For the energy upgrades. Let's pull those out of there. Upgrade, which is this one. Yeah, we need to learn how to make gold dust. Oh, what the heck is happening? Gold dust. Why are you not... I don't want the blood magic one, or the ores one. This is the one I want. And of course I was looking at the wrong machine, so it's not going to be able to let me teach it. Gold dust, all the ores one. Crusher, bang. Cool. Gold dust goes into the crusher, which is that one there. And then I should just be able to teach it energy upgrades. Item substitutes on. That goes into, whoop, wrong thing. That goes into there. You can now get sped up all the way. So now that's 3x. So now if I request 8 of you. Oh, we are not transferring enough power to make this thing happen. But what'll happen is once we get these energy upgrades into here, power is going to become less of an issue, hopefully. Are we using too much yet? No, okay, we still have a nice buffer of power. I just don't think that this top cable is capable of extracting enough power to keep this stuff running. To be fair, it's 8,000 a tick, so like there shouldn't be an issue for it, right? Because how much are you using? You're using 20 a tick. And then at max, that's not telling me how much it needs, but let's go here, upgrade that. And then we need the tier upgrades. So one of you, and then one of you. I can't do that yet. Come on. What's the point of speeding this stuff up if you're going to still take forever? Cool, and then one of you. Just to make this thing faster, because the faster it is, the better it, like the easier it is going to be for us to like speed everything up. Alright, this isn't taking very long at least. I think I want the Enrichment Chamber sped up next. Cool. That's that now. So now you're sped up. So how quick is it to make speed upgrades? So how many do I want? Each one of these takes 8, so it's 4 by 8. So 8, 16, well 32, I guess, for these ones. So I need 32 of these. I don't have the sand available. We can teach it how to make sand. We can always teach this how to make sand. Because I'm pretty sure it's just a crushing recipe. From crushing gravel. And then we can also teach it how to make gravel. It's also another crushing recipe. Now, obviously, this isn't the ideal way of doing this, but when we're in a pinch, we can teach you how to do this now. So now, if I want to make speed upgrades, and I want 32 of them, it's going to do a lot of crushing here, right? Because it's got to make a bunch of gravel, that the gravel is going to turn into sand. Or the sand's got to also get smelted into glass, and then it's got to crush the osmium. We are not transferring enough power to make this thing, you know, viable. But we're getting there. I made 5 speed upgrades, and these speed upgrades can get thrown into this machine, right, which is going to make this faster. Alright, can we make another pipe upgrade? Because that's going to be too slow. It's a diamond one worth. A bunch of blocks of redstone. Alright, let's grab that one out. I just need to grab you out. Everything is going to kind of grind to a halt. Let's put you in there. Then I want pipe upgrade. Diamond, I need to make blocks of redstone. That makes a diamond one. Again, just temporary, right? Because eventually we'll probably switch out all of this stuff. But now we should be transferring, how many was that? I didn't look. You are now doing 32,000 FE a tick. So we should start seeing this number going down soon. And still, actually, this cable isn't... It's... What's happening here? Is it maybe the energy cube isn't... Yeah, you're only pulling out 1,000 FE a tick. Why? I wonder why. Something is broken. I think it's these cables. Do I need to, like, upgrade you as well? I didn't think so. I thought the only thing that needed to be upgraded was, like, at the point of the extraction. But But we can also, like, get rid of all these pipes pretty soon, I think. Let's go 8. Oops, what happened? Alright, they only stack, that's why. Makes 8 of that. And then you go into there as well. So that's all our speed upgrades done. So then I need another... Or do I have efficiency in this one already? Energy. Yeah, okay, you've already got 8. So I need another 32 energy upgrades. 32. Again, our slowest point here is just going to be the fact that we are using too much power at a time. But, so be it. But look how fast it is. Look how good that is. Oh man, this is a beautiful thing. And like, I'm not doing it by hand. Everything is being managed by the brain that is Applied Logistics. Cool. So we know how to do that. Let's make, while we're here, we're going to make the universal cables inside of this thing. We're going to teach us how to make universal cables. And then we're going to teach you how to make the advanced universal cables. Because I'm going to switch to those, since they are going to be easier for power transfer at the level that we're at, right? Because each of these does how much? 51,000 FE a tick versus the 32 that we have with the diamond upgrades. So I should just be able to make like a stack of these once we have some available space, which we just currently don't have. Alright, how are we doing for energy upgrades? Let's upgrade you. You're going to be a first one to upgrade so that the machine actually runs at somewhat decent speed. Cool. Now my next question is, alright, we have a quest for this. And I really want this like early. Oh, we get a bunch of upgrades. A bunch of rewards. Don't mind if I do. Alright, there's still a bunch of stuff in like the getting started that we haven't even touched, have we? I want the bronze jetpack. How difficult are you to make? I have bronze. Can I make a bronze capacitor? Let's make like a stack of this stuff. I need 3 of you. 3. That makes that. Nice. Leather strap. We have everything. Nice. Okay, I need another 2 of you then. Which should make... Oh, I should be able to make these. Right, I just need furnaces. That makes 1. And I need 1 more. Cool. And that makes a jetpack. Nice. And this jetpack, I should just be able to throw it into this cube to charge it up. And then right click to turn it on. How do I use? G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, B, V, C, X, Z, Q, R, T, Y. Okay, let's have a look at this then. Controls, keybinds, category, jet. Toggle engine should be V. Apparently not. Options, controls, keybinds, key, V. What is bound to V? Ars Nouveau we don't care about. COFH, that's Tinkers, we don't, Tinkers, I'm thermal. Mekanism we don't care about right now. Project E, sure, and then toggle empowered. Cool, that should be everything. Wow, it still doesn't want to let me. V. Toggle empowered then. There we go. Aha! And now I can hold spacebar to fly. Cool. Now the next question is, how do I turn on hover? Controls, keybinds, category, jetpack. Toggle hover mode will be G. So what is on key G? Building gadgets. Well, building gadgets I kind of want to leave, but that's fine. Curious we don't care about. Just switch, change, mode, toggle, shrink. Oh, this is the joy of modded Minecraft because you have so many things bound to the same key. There we go. Okay, now hover is turned on. So now I should be able to go like underneath the base and manage things and fly around. It's really slow. Can I upgrade this like easily? I can make Invar. I'm pretty sure I have like a bunch of Invar already in the system, don't I? If I click U on that, whoops, let's do this here. If I go U, A, and then try to select U. Invar batteries, 1, 2, 3. Invar thrusters, I just need the furnaces. Wonder how far can I push this? Let's take my jetpack off. How much can I upgrade my jetpack is my question now. One, two, three. Thought I made one of those. Cool. Now you. Electrum, we have all the Electrum in the world. U, A. And then you turn into Signalum. I think we have a bunch of Signalum as well. Okay, Enderium we definitely don't have, but we should be able to push this all the way up to Electrum, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Oh, you need... What the? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. 1, 2, 3 of those, and then an extra 2 of them. Cool, I can make that. And then I can make... 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that's everything now. Now, given I really don't need to be doing this on camera, but let's do it while we're here so that you guys can see. I'm not cheating. I'm actually doing all of this stuff. I need one more of you, really. Oh, this is so annoying. Control click. Bang, 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 bang. Though you can see how much easier having applied energistics makes this. Well, that makes 3 of those. So I can make U now. And what do I need to make the thrusters? I need another 2 of these. I need 1, 2, and then it's 3, so 6. I ran out of sticks, are you joking? I ran out of sticks. Bro. Plank. I think it was another 3 of them. I lost count of how many of those I needed. Cool, that makes the 2 of those. Start. Yoink. And I think I just need another furnace, and that's game over. Not game over, but like, recipe over, is it not? Cool, that makes a jetpack. This is the Signalum one. Now I should be able to charge you up. Wow, you take 4 million FE. Alright, it's going to take a long time for this to charge up. But it means I should not need to, use as, like, or rather charge it up as often, hopefully. This also gets us a quest done. Cool. Alright, 3 million, that's good enough. Yo, we're so much faster. Alright, cool. And then I can do things underneath the base nicely. Awesome. This makes life way easier. Makes getting around super fast as well. How nice is that? Alright, cool. That is a lot of progress for one episode, I think. We got a bunch of Mekanism automated, which is really, really handy. And puts us in a really good spot to just, like, expand and do more really quickly, hopefully. Obviously, we're going to be, like, I'm going to try to avoid doing a whole bunch of these, like, auto-crafting things, like recipes, putting into the AE system off camera from here on out. I think we're like the last 2 episodes, we've done enough of it so that it looks like you guys should have a pretty decent understanding. And if you don't, further on, you can always refer back to this episode and the previous one to kind of get a better handle on what's going on. But I think that's a good spot. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.